Hi y'all, welcome back to my crafty corner. So I actually just started recording this and then it wasn't recording, so I'm having to start over. But anyways, so we're coming back to making the album that we started in the last video. We got our pages and things together. I've already done 2 of them with wrapping the covers and getting the pages in there and all that. So I saved this one for us to do together, and it shut off on me when I was putting the adhesive on the back. So I have a 6-inch roll I used to go on the back here. You can use your 1/4 inch score tape, which is score tape, scrapbook.com tape is what I'm using right here. Or you can even get like the sheets like this. These work really great as well. So you can just use, or you can use wet glue, just whatever adhesive that you feel comfortable using. That's what you need to use. So now I have these already done. So now we need to get our paper to wrap these in, cut down and ready to go. So I'm using white, and let's see. I want to cut these down. I got 2 sheets here of the 12 by 12, and I'm going to cut it down. On these, I left only 1/4 of an inch, or half an inch, I do believe. But I think on this one, I'm going to leave just a tad bit extra. So I think I'm going to, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it at 9. So that it can leave just a little bit more. Now we're just going to go 8.5. So, because those worked out fine, so that should be fine. So, all right, so we're going to go get my paper trimmer out, and we're going to cut. I'm just going to cut them both down at one time to 8.5. Okay, so let's see. Line that up. That looks good. And we'll just trim that off. We can keep that for tags and whatnot. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it long for now, because we're actually going to attach these 2 together like this. So let's see. Okay, so I'm going to take my 1/4 inch here, and we're going to go on the very edge, or as close to the edge as you can get. Like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do another one right beside it, as close as we can get, keeping it straight as we can. Oop, I bumped you. Okay, I hit the, okay, so, and then burnish that down pretty good. And so then this is going to go right on top like that. Okay, so let's peel our tape, back her off. And we're just gonna place, it's hard to see on camera, I know, because you can't see exactly where that tape's at maybe, but I can. I'm just gonna line that up as best I can and burnish that down. really well. Okay. So then we have it along like this. We're going to take our spine piece here, which is 7.5 by 1.5. And, well, oh, you know it wants to be difficult when you're on camera. Peel that off. And then we want to line this up to where you have roughly the same amount top and bottom. I usually never get that right. I didn't on those. They're, you know, all kinds of crooked. All right, so we got that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a 1/4 inch here, and I'm gonna find the end here. I'm gonna take this, and we're gonna put a strip of it right up against the chipboard there. And then we're gonna cut it there at that end. We're gonna do that on both sides. And we're gonna go, all right, down like that. Ooh. Making a mess. All right. So then we're gonna just burnish those down. Make sure that they're good and adhered. Then we're gonna take one of our covers, peel that backing. Let's see. So I'm gonna take my ruler and kind of hold it there at the top, and I'm gonna place this right up to that 1/4 inch right there. Trying to make sure that at least that part lines up. Peel that, and then and we'll flip it over and do the same. Let me get this one down. So we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Peel the backing. Let's see, I'm gonna kind of do it like, hold it like that so that the whole piece don't fall flat on me. And line it up against that tape there, trying to make sure that pretty close enough, okay. And then we're gonna turn it over and really give it a good press, like that. And then what we're gonna do is, because we don't need all the space on the ends, I'm just gonna take my ruler, since we have a 1/2 inch all the way around, I'm just gonna mark it with my pencil. Do the other side the same, just like that. Okay. And then pop the paper trimmer back out, and we'll just trim those off like this. Let's see. And it's probably not gonna line up perfect. Not too bad. And the other side as well. Let's see. little off on that one, but that's okay. Alrighty. So then, alright, so then we'll take, we'll keep these cut off pieces too, because we can use those for tags and different things. Let me put those in my other little scraps. I'm trying to keep that, trying to stay organized. It's usually a lot for me to stay organized. So, okay, so we're going to take our 1/4 inch tape here and we're going to go around the perimeter of our white cardstock here, and we're going to go as close to the edge as we can get. I don't go all the way to the end down here, just because we're going to be cutting, mitering those and cutting those at an angle. So I don't see the need to go all the way to the end, because then that just wastes tape. Okay, so let's go to about there, I guess. And go, okay, this mat is hindering me from moving here. Let me get rid of that. I think we're done with that. We don't need that. All right. And then we'll do the 2 short sides. As well. Now you can leave, you could do a bigger edge, I guess, to wrap with. I think this is sufficient enough. I think it'll work fairly well. All right, so then we're going to go through and we are going to really give that all a good press. Get that down. And then we're going to cut these, leaving about 1/8 of an inch there, because we don't want our cardboard showing when we wrap it. They have tools that you can use for this. I don't have one of those. I just eyeball it. Then we can throw those little pieces away. Don't need those. All right. Now you can take your stylus and like go through and kind of score it, I guess, to help it bend, if you like, just the outsides, or you can just do it like that, lean it up, train it to go the right way there, all those sides. I had glue or something stuck to that mat. Okay, that's probably why it wouldn't move. Okay, so I'm going to start with long sides first. And so we're going to lift up. I'm not going to take it all the way off yet, but just lift that piece up and kind of pull it back to the side like that. Then we're going to pull this strip off completely. And we're going to fold it just right in that middle. Right in the middle. Make sure that's sticking pretty well. And let's see. I can see better standing up here. And I'm going to just deviate into those little holes. And then I'm going to start from this side and really push that up on there. And then burnish that down. Because we kind of want that to be down in that little hole part there. That's going to help our... help it to bend better. So like that. Okay. And then we're going to do the other side. So we're just going to lift there. And like that. Then we can peel that out. Back off. Press it there in the middle. If you think lifting it helps, you can do that. Just really getting it in there, trying. And roll that over on itself. Like that. And I'm trying not to shake too much. My table is pretty wobbly. Alrighty. And then kind of just press our little corners in here. Like so. Okay. Peel that one. And I'm just gonna kind of push it over. Pull as tight as you can. And then the same thing with this side. Just want to make sure we get it there. All right. Ooh, that would like to have been super close. Not having enough space on that end. So, and then you can go through and smash those down like that. Okay. And then that's covered. Now, okay, so we're gonna cover your middle piece here with, I have a piece, let's see, this one's at a 3 by 7 1/4. And we're gonna take, let's see, we're gonna take our score tape and we're gonna place some on our spine here. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove these because I don't like that sticking up like that. It gets on my nerves. Okay, so we're gonna go on the edges of this chipboard as close to that as you can get. And then I'm gonna be cutting it before it goes up onto this paper here, because we're gonna be adding some to the perimeter of that one as well. So just stick that down. I know this is not the most fun part, watching somebody put adhesive down. So I'll try to be quick. And you could use the, like if you had your solid pieces like this, if you have pieces that are big enough and cut down enough, you could use those. Wouldn't be no, probably save you some time and trouble. And then we're going to put just one on each side of the cover here, like that. All right. And then we're going to give that a good going too. All right, and then on this, we're just going to go on the outside. Now I'm going to do the 2 small ones first, just because that's like the ones I like to do first on this piece, so that if I do end up having adhesive, if I don't cut it straight and it comes up too much and I miss it, it's not sticking out and being all gunky on the ends. I've done that before and it drives me kind of nuts. So we'll just do this real quick. And I cut that one a little short, but that's okay. I don't think that one little spot is gonna make that big of a difference. So, and then, you know, like that. Alrighty, so then we're going to take and we're going to peel, we're going to take the backings off all the ones in the middle. Well, if I can get it, just the ones in the middle. I'm struggling, okay. Well, there we go. I've got a tool there. I should use that, I guess. A pick just for that, and I don't. All right, so I'm also going to peel, I'm going to go ahead and peel all of these pieces as well. Well, all right. I'm going to leave these two on for now. And then just line this one up, leaving about, what, 1/8 of an inch top and bottom. Something like that. Place that down the center there. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to run it in that groove right there. And then kind of press that out like that. Cat hair. Kitties. Got cat hair everywhere. Okay. Same with this one. Just really pressing that one down in there, and then the same with that, like that. Alrighty, and then you can even flip it over and do the opposite side to get it, make sure that it's really stuck, you know, to that tape. And make sure that's stuck there. Is it gonna matter? Oh no, there we go. Yeah, I got it. So there we go. So there's our covers. So like that. Covers. Okay. So now what we need is, I kept saying spine piece in the first album. I meant binding. What we're gonna adhere, this piece here, what we're gonna adhere our pages to. So you will need a piece that is 7 1/4 by 1 1/2. And we're gonna score it. So let me set this aside. Grab my scoreboard. And we'll put this in here. We're gonna score it at, make sure I'm in there, at 1 and then a 1/2 inch here, or 1/2 inch and then 1 inch, whichever you want to go. So you're gonna have 2 score lines, 1/2 inch and at 1 inch. Okay. All right. And we're gonna prep these and get our tape stuck to these so that we can stick those in the book. And I'm just gonna use my scrapbook.com adhesive here. Yeah. Now, I don't have like the 1/2 inch or 3/8 that would fit perfectly there. So I'm just gonna they'll overlap slightly, but you don't want to go on the outside of your score line, because you want your pages to be able to turn. So just as close to that score line as you can get it, and then snip, and then you can burnish that down. I'm also going to go ahead and put a piece on each little tab here on both sides of the tabs, only on the back side of the middle. And like that. So this is going to be our front side, and we're just going to go down the middle. I wish I did have one that would fit that whole piece. And I mean, we could have cut this smaller, but it's just easier doing it in 1/2 inch instead of having random measurements on there. Just the easiest is, it's best. And this works just fine. I mean, it's the same thing that I did with those, and I mean, they're still holding. So there we go. Then that's our spine piece. And so we're gonna adhere it here. Now I am gonna go ahead and kind of notch my little sides just in case my pages aren't quite that same size, because you don't want your pages sticking out, you know, sticking out over it, or it's sticking out over your pages. So, and the way I'm gonna line this up, go ahead and peel the backer off of here. All right. Now the way I line mine up is you want, so this is 7 1/4. This is the piece we just put down is a 7 1/4. So it should line up. And then of course our spine is 1 1/2, and this is 1 1/2. So these edges should fit right into that. And then if you line the piece we just put in up, and I can't really see the top there, but that looks good to me. We're gonna press that down, and our pages should come out. You should have a 1/2 inch here, the 1/2 inch in the middle, and then of course your 1/2 inch on that side there. So that should be great. Okay, so that cover done, well, almost done. And now we're going to start adding in our pages. And so I decided to only go with three for each. I think that's how it ended up being. I'm going to put the belly band and the one aside, and we're going to go ahead and attach these in the pages. So what I do, because like we said, okay, so if our page and our binding and our spine are all 7 1/4, they should line up just right. Okay, so I'm going to lay mine down, and you want, or mainly what I would go by is that you have the same amount top and bottom for your page. So even if you did cut it a little wonky, as long as you have the same amount on top and bottom, that should work fine. And you still want, because you still want your page to be able to turn. So I'm not going to push it all the way up to that score line, just slightly. And then I'm going to pull this tape here off, and I'm just going to press that down. And then there's our first page. So see, it folds this way, and it's gonna, all right. Next one. I haven't even prepped these yet. Okay, so we'll just do it as we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this one down directly on top of that first page we put down, making sure that it lines up. And then I'm gonna fold this piece back, making sure that it's not going over any of those score lines there. And then peel that and then just stick it over. And then there we go. 2 pages. Ba-boom, like that. All right. And then we're gonna do the same with this next one. All right, so my trimmer, I don't know, it leaves these fuzzy bits on there. It drives me nuts. I don't like them. Unless I'm going for that look, I don't want it. So now that's probably going to be a little bit crooked because I cut that. Okay. So we're going to do the same that we did, lining that up. Making sure that this tab, that this piece here isn't going over our score line here, that this piece still is going to move over on that. And we're going to peel. And plop that down like that. And boom. So yeah. All right, same with this one. Okay. And we'll do it the same way. Lining it up with that one. Okay. That looks good to me. And it may not be perfect, but that's okay. Yeah, so see how it opens, and I can feel how it's off a little bit. It's a little wonky, but that's okay. It's pretty much straight. Same with that one, and there we go. All right, so now we have 2 more of these left, and I think what I want to do, we'll go ahead and prep these. We'll have to put the tape on these themselves, because, okay, so what I did in the other 2, and I don't know, I kind of want them to have different ways that they flap and open and that kind of thing. So like this one, so it flips here, then there's your bend, and then we have the pocket on the back. Then this one you open, flip here, and then it has to flip out the belly band on the inside. Okay. And this one, I put the pocket on the front page, open, and then you have the center piece that opens like all the way. So, and then you open and you have a belly band on the back. So I think on this one we're going to put a belly band on the front, a flap and belly band, and do it like, so do I want to do another flap this way and have it open, have multiple page open that way, or have it do a flip out? Like that. Maybe. I like that. I think I like that. Okay. So we're gonna put our tape on the inside of this flap here. Right. And I'm also gonna miter these corners here in just slightly. Alrighty, and then I'm gonna lay this in here, not going over that score line. And I'm gonna open it, I think. Might be easier. Can see, line it up better that way. Maybe this one's just a little hair bit shorter than this one. Well, okay, I think that looks pretty decent, so we're just gonna go with it. Commit. Okay. And we're going this way, right? Yep. Alrighty. I'm gonna do this one, and we may go to the inside. Can we go to the inside? I wonder, is it gonna have enough space? Is it gonna be able to still open and close correctly? Like that. Oh, I think so. So let's go. Score tape. Look at that, look at that. Oh, let me. And come on, little fly everywhere. And then that's another one of them ones. I have these little pieces everywhere now. Everywhere, everywhere. Okay. So, can I? Okay. So we're gonna go the inside of this one out. Go over that one. Oh no, inside. Look. CC. CC. My kitty. One of them. She's Ooh, is that like, I don't know if I like that. No, just come here. Like that. Alrighty. Now we have a belly band and a pocket. So let's go. Belly band. First, maybe I don't know if I want it on this because I haven't decided if I want to use magnets or not, because they are going to be contained. So, or do I want it like, because if you put it here, it's going to make this piece heavy. So I think I'm going to go here on the inside. And I'm not going to minder these because you're going to have paper pushed in there. And so I'm going to try to center that as best I can. And just, there we go. Like that. All right, so then we're going to want a pocket on this one. And I think I may do the pocket here on the back, so let's go this way. And then on the bottom, okay. All right, so I'm gonna put, excuse me. So I'm gonna put my tape on all three sides. Only going from like this score line to that score line, because we're gonna cut these corners as well to get rid of that bulk there. And like that. So, all right. Now you can cut these where you can cut it straight across, which is what I'm gonna do. Or you can like do the kind of at an angle so that you can attach these two pieces together. I'm not going to. I'm going to cut them straight across so that it reduces even more of that bulk that's in that corner. So I'm just going to whack that And then this should go together where it's not even touching each other. Just like that. And that's what I want. Okay. And then I'm gonna stick this down right here. So I'm just gonna do the bottom first. And I'm gonna line it up with a corner of this piece here and then that piece. And I think it's gonna be crooked. Slightly crooked. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, so then I'm just gonna peel the backing off there. Never have issues with that until it's camera time. Okay. And then we're just gonna line that up like that. And burnish. And if it's slightly off, I mean, like I am here, you really can't tell. You're not gonna be able to tell, especially when you get everything on there and it's all pretty, and yeah, you won't even be able to tell it. So I don't know if I'm gonna use magnets. I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. We might not. And so yeah, three albums right there, put together with the pages and all ready to go. I do remember that I was gonna show, and I didn't show this in the first video, which is solid cardstocks that I'm gonna be using. That's so cool. It's gonna be so cool. Ooh, when you are lining up your spines, I should have mentioned this probably before, but when you're lining this up, when you're putting your covers together, the seam of your long piece that you put together on there, don't do that. That is so close to that edge. The other two are not like that. See, I put that like pretty, not right in the middle, but close enough to the middle to where you don't have to worry about that. I made a boo-boo with that one, but that's okay. It's still okay. It still works. You just don't want that in your, in your bend of your book there, in that piece. So, all right. So there's those. Now, let me pull these. Now you can also use black, because this paper cut, it has black in it. Browns, creams, whites, of course, our album covers and stuff. Our main color is going to be white. But I had these in my stash here, and I feel like if I pull this little one over here, I feel like they work perfectly. I feel like they look really good, and I'm going to use these. I have quite a few of each. Hopefully not going to use all of them, but I picked a darker, a lighter, and then of course this peachy, corally, orange. I don't know what color you call that, but I think it's not so close. So close. Okay. Love it. And maybe I need more of a blue. Maybe. But see, I really like this color. And I feel like these look more to this than they do to that. So, and then this would pair really good with that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. See, even this one looks more blue, but I don't know. We might have to pull some blues in. But I think these colors will look good. Really, see, I mean, come on. Does that not, them look so good with that. Love it. Okay. And the barn, does that not? I think it looks really good. So I think those colors are probably going to be the ones that we use with this book. I haven't, let's see. Oh, I guess I could have mentioned in the first video, the cardstock that I'm using, the white cardstock that I'm using for the album is Paper Studio 12x12, their brand of paper. I'm using it because it's the only white that I have in my stash. I don't, wow, I don't know what I've done with all the other. Apparently I've already used it, so I'm running low. So that's what I got. So that's what I'm using. This is also Paper Studio. Now it has a white core. It's not the through and through, and it's, I mean, you know, it's, but that's okay. That doesn't bother me. We probably will be inking the pages, maybe. Since it's on white, I don't feel that that's necessary, because you put that, you're not gonna see, you know, you've got a white core, you're not gonna really see the white core. So yeah, so I haven't decided yet what I want to do, but I'm definitely going to be using these colors because they are pretty. Okay, and I have black just in case, just in case I want to use those. Okay, so I guess that's it for now. Let me see. Ooh, I bumped you. Okay, let me put these over here. It's prettier to look at. And I noticed that you can see my light from above, so you can see my light. Okay, so I think that's all for now. I think we have 3 albums, pages in, and all of that. And so now it's just determining how we're going to cut these down to use those. One thing that I hate is because this is probably about 6 inches here. So like, even if you wanted to use this for the front of one, you're gonna have to cut a piece of the barn off. I really wish I'd have took that into account when I thought of it, but I already had all this stuff cut down, and so I'm like, I'm not gonna change it. You know, you could do that one. I love it. Okay, I love that one. Love it. I don't know though. I just don't know. Ooh, also another thing. I was just thinking that I have. Ooh, let me see if I can find it. Let's see. What? Okay. Find this here. Alrighty, so I'm gonna wrap this up. This video is taking a minute. This one, I think I'm gonna use this also because this is cute. And I ordered it. I've not used it yet. I think it'll be adorable with this collection because we got, you know, got our stuff on here. This is Stampers Anonymous, Tim Holtz, On the Farm. I don't know that light shine on that. CMS 303. Can you see that? Yeah, without the glare. Okay. So that's what that is. So I think we're going to add this in too. using it. I think in the next video I will pull the feet, and oh, I just thought, I think, oh, that would be super cute. Oh, that would be super cute. You know what I just thought of? Was doing like a bottom part of that thing that has a door. That's a drawer that you pull out. Oh, that would be super, I think that'd be really cute. So, yeah, okay, I may sit and work on that idea because inspiration, okay. Because I was thinking I have little door pulls and things like that. Oh, that'd be so cute. Okay, so we're going to do that too. I'm super excited about this now. Super excited. Can't wait to use this one. I think it's going to be adorable. And, yeah, so I guess we're done with this video here. Got those. When we come back, we will be probably matting the books, or we may go ahead and assemble the box so that we kind of know how we want to put our papers in our albums, or at least on the covers, so that they don't interfere with the box and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so that's what we'll be doing in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.